I'd like to welcome the fake news.
If you have a girlfriend or a boyfriend who said to you, I will always love you as long as you do what I say, and if you don't do what I say, I'll bang your best friend, you probably think to yourself, where have I heard that before?
The message is, quote, if you are on the wrong side of the vote, you're buying yourself a primary. That is all. And there's a guy named Elon Musk who is going to finance it. The Trump advisor added the president gets to decide his cabinet, no one else.
Real quick note, please subscribe to our channel. It's easy, and while no animals were harmed during the making of this video, if you don't subscribe, well, I can't promise anything.
They're eating the dogs.
Anyway, the Trump phenomena has two angles. First, his tribe of junior high mouth breathers who actually believe that he loves them.
I don't care about you. I just want your vote. I don't care.
Yeah, they're not real bright, but their devotion is real.
Wait a minute, why are you forcing your lifestyle over on me?
Who's forcing you to be gay?
Joe Biden and his crew.
Joe Biden's forcing you to be gay?
No, not forcing me. Make sure you get that right. I ain't gay and ain't got nothing to do with it, okay?
And these hillbillies, with their lack of education and total lack of empathy, has put the country in a perilous position because Trump knows they will do whatever he asks.
Where I could stand in the middle of Fifth Avenue and shoot somebody and I wouldn't lose any voters, okay?
Seriously, you might remember this.
Fuck these Democrats! Where's that?
It's hard to understand, but they actually believe Trump loves them and represents them.
Would you rather have 4 years of Donald Trump as a dictator?
You know, you don't have to like the words that come out of the man's mouth, but sometimes in life we all need a good paddling from the principal to set our life on the right track.
But what about politicians who once hated Trump?
I think he's a kook. I think he's uninformed. I think he's crazy. You don't have to run for president and be the world's biggest jackass. I think he's unfit for office. His campaign is opportunistic, race-baiting, religious bigotry, xenophobia. Other than that, he'd be a good nominee. Come to South Carolina, and I'll beat his brains out. You know how you make America great again? Tell Donald Trump to go to hell. Here's why I'm with Trump.
Why are they selling their souls to curry his favor now? Well, they're not. They're just afraid.
The message is, quote, if you are on the wrong side of the vote, you're buying yourself a primary.
That's what's happening now with Man-Titties and his cabinet picks. Trump is spreading the word that should you cockblock his gaggle of monkeys with suits, he will attack you in the primaries. And he will. Now, there were at least 5 Republicans in the Senate who frowned upon Gates and the whole child rape thing, so Trump backed off and let Gates slide. But Fat Donnie, he won't do that again.
There's also controversy around Trump's defense secretary pick. What do you know about the police report on the sexual assault claim against Pete Hegseth?
Yeah, this police report that's now been made public includes some graphic details about the sexual assault allegation from 2017. In this report, the woman who is accusing Hegseth says that the night of the incident, he blocked the hotel door, took her phone, and refused to let her leave. Hegseth says that the encounter was consensual. This report says that investigators were alerted about this incident by a nurse who said that the woman had requested a sexual assault exam. Now, Diane, ultimately, no charges were filed, but we later learned from Hegseth's attorney that Hegseth later paid the woman so that she wouldn't go public with her allegations so that it would not damage his career. But Donald Trump is standing by Hegseth as his pick for Secretary of Defense. In fact, J.D. Vance is up on Capitol Hill again today, this time with Pete Hegseth shepherding him through meetings with the Senate Republicans, hoping to smooth this confirmation process for Hegseth.
I'm straight up just saying we should not have women in combat.
Now, this guy Hegseth is a nightmare. He believes a woman's place is in the home. Yeah, with him on top of her and her unable to leave.
Hegseth was afraid of being fired from Fox over the allegation and paid the woman an undisclosed sum. In return, she signed a non-disclosure agreement.
He's a horrible choice, but Trump owns him. And the question is, does normal rape bother Republican senators as much as child rape? Apparently not.
Trump raped her in a department store in the 1990s and then defamed her when he was denying those claims. The jury did find him liable for sexual abuse and defamation.
Trump is sending the message that not only will he work to make you lose your next election, but his buddy Elon will fund your opponent.
And there's a guy named Elon Musk who is going to finance it.
Okay, now Elon Musk is mentally ill. And the attraction to Trump is difficult to explain, and even more so, the hundreds of millions of dollars that Elon is willing to make available for Trump's revenge pact. But why? You'd think that Musk is a good businessman, but his love affair with Tiny Fingers has cost Tesla and Twitter billions, which means that it cost Musk billions. But this relationship allows Trump access to what he no longer has.
I'm very rich.
No, he's not. Trump ran for president to stay out of jail and to make some money. And this president, with both houses and the courts both nibbling away on his shriveling manhood.
To my hands, if they're small, something else must be small. I guarantee you there's no problem. I guarantee.
Drop your pants. Prove that I'm lying. Prove I didn't see your dick.
Trump is in the driver's seat, although he's not exactly sure what he wants more, money or power. But of course, one is both. And having Democrats and never-Trumpers stall his plan for the next 4 years, whatever that is, well, Trump is determined not to let that happen.
Can I have a pledge, a swearing? Raise your right hand. I do solemnly swear that I, no matter how I feel, no matter what the conditions, if there's hurricanes or whatever, will vote for Donald J. Trump for president.
Tiny Fingers is demanding unquestioned fealty, and so far it's been working.
I am the chosen one.
But if you're close to Trump, you can smell it. I don't mean his reported flatulence, I mean his sociopathy. He cares about no one else. And as we've seen, he will turn on anyone and everyone knows it. And that's the secret of his success. 50 million morons and a cowed gaggle of weak little men, and there's MAGA.
Do you believe schools should be teaching critical race theory?
No.
Why not?
I feel like, honestly, it brings about more racism, bringing more issues around that don't need to be.
What is critical race theory for people that don't understand it?
See, I really don't even know. I'm assuming. Can you explain it a little bit to me, honestly?
Yeah. I mean, if these Republicans aren't afraid, how do you explain this?
There is no way that the American people are going to vote for a convicted criminal. They're not.
So I will be voting for Trump.
I mean, she knows what he is, and as we speak, she's attacking Tulsi Gabbard.
So now she's defended Russia, she's defended Syria, she's defended Iran, and she's defended China. Now, she has not denounced any of these views. None of them. She hasn't taken one of them back. DNI, Department of National Intelligence, this is not a place for a Russian, Iranian, Syrian, Chinese sympathizer.
But why now and not then? I mean, same applies to Lindsey and Vance and Marco, Rand Paul, Cruz, and a litter of congressmen who live in his shadow, terrified. And I understand intimidation. I just don't get how this jowled, man-titted freak got this far, and why only a couple of Republicans had the stones to stand up to him. I apologize in advance for that metaphor.
There will come a day when Donald Trump is gone, but your dishonor will remain.
But whatever Trump has, it works on his base, which means these Republican senators have to make a decision. Stand up to Trump and join Cheney and Kinzinger in unemployment, or tuck back whatever manhood you have left and offer up your bum for this impotent pig to plow. And only everything is at stake. Pam Bondi is actually more corrupt than Gates, accepting money from Trump when she was Florida AG so she wouldn't indict Trump for ripping off idiots enrolled in Trump University. And the list goes on and on. Oz is a Turkish citizen. Stephen Miller put brown children in cages. Linda McMahon, a wrestling promoter, will run the Department of Education.
Why don't we give all of these fans what they would really like to see?
Puppy killer Kristi Noem is head of Homeland Security? There's more, of course, but here's the question. Knowing all of this, will these Republican senators allow Trump to fill his cabinet with unqualified cronies who will do whatever his cognitively declining brain demands? Or will they stand up to their girlfriend and say,
I'm as mad as hell, and I'm not going to take this anymore?
That would be nice, but don't count on it. I have a feeling it'll sound more like this.
Well, don't you love me?
This is not a normal election.
Damn right.
Whether the women like it or not.
Suck my fat one.
This isn't their Republican Party anymore.
Who's with me? Trust me.
Shut the f*** up, Darren.
Who's with me?
Oh, yeah, the lie.
Indictable.
Out of sheer morbid curiosity, I'm allowing this freak show to continue.
I don't want to talk about this stuff.
Am I wrong?
Yes!
Tick-tock.
You're in a lot of trouble, Donnie.
I think he's crazy.
I'm Chip Franklin.